You ever just sit there and imagine what the future is actually going to look like? Robots, AI, and just straight up insane technology. Bro, stop imagining it and go experience it for yourself in some massive sci-fi open world games. I've got the ultimate list right here, so what are we even waiting for?
Which is supposed to improve C2S security. Then why are they filing patents on military tech?
Because
Alright, so Watchdogs. Honestly, playing this feels like you just got handed the cheat codes to a whole city. It is wild. You're running around Chicago or San Francisco, treating the traffic lights and security cameras like your own personal toys. Cops on your tail? Just blow up a steam pipe under their cars. Bye. The hacking mechanic never really gets old, to be honest. It is that perfect mix of grounded sci-fi and chaotic sandbox energy. Every game flips the script just enough to keep it fresh, throwing wild new gadgets and totally different vibes at you. If you ever wanted to stick it to some corrupt billionaires while doing parkour and flying drones, this is literally it.
Featuring reliable accuracy and superior reach.
Next up is Hell Is Us. And dude, this game is seriously messing with my head in the best way. It has got this intense, gritty combat mixed with some of the darkest, weirdest mysteries I have seen lately. You are this soldier dumped into a country, literally tearing itself apart, dealing with a brutal civil war and these terrifying supernatural freaks called Hollow Walkers. The coolest part? Zero hand-holding, no magic compass, no map cluttered with millions of annoying little icons telling you exactly where to go. You actually have to pay attention to your surroundings to survive. Slashing through enemies with massive swords while backing yourself up with a drone feels so incredibly smooth.
My old mother, are you crazy? You're gonna kill yourself!
Horizon Zero Dawn was PlayStation exclusive, but now? Everyone can enjoy it because, come on, it is a straight-up masterpiece. The world has basically ended, nature has completely taken over the cities, and instead of bears or wolves, there are gigantic robot dinosaurs roaming everywhere. Crazy, right? Playing as Aloy is awesome because she is such a badass just trying to figure out where she came from, and the combat, so satisfying. Taking down a massive mechanical beast using just a bow, some explosive tripwires, and your own brain never gets old. It is this wild mashup of primitive caveman vibes and ultra-futuristic tech that somehow blends perfectly.
All controlled by the killers.
Guys, I cannot stress this enough. Outer Wilds game will literally change how you see video games. You are trapped in a 22-minute time loop in a tiny, handcrafted solar system that just keeps exploding. Every time you wake up, you go find one more clue about this ancient alien race. There is no fighting, no leveling up guns or armor. The only thing you gain is knowledge about how this weird, beautiful universe actually works. Flying your janky little wooden spaceship is terrifying, but also super cozy. I highly recommend going into it completely blind because piecing together the story yourself is pure magic. Subnautica? Pure open-world survival perfection. You crash land on a giant ocean planet, and suddenly you are scrambling to find scrap metal just to build a tiny underwater base, while literal sea monsters stalk you in the dark. Yeah, it is beautiful, but it is also high-key terrifying. The first game totally nailed that creepy deep-sea isolation. But listen, Subnautica 2 just dropped its early access, and they finally gave us the cooperative multiplayer we have all been dreaming about. Getting jump scared by a massive leviathan is way funnier when your buddy is screaming in your headset right next to you. Honestly, nothing else does underwater exploration this well. We cannot make a list without the Fallout series. Stepping out of a dark, cramped vault into a bright, irradiated wasteland never gets old, dude. The whole retro, futuristic atomic vibe is just so ridiculously charming. Picture yourself wandering through the absolute ruins of America, listening to goofy old jazz on your radio, and casually blasting super mutants with a laser rifle. It is wild. The lore is crazy deep, and the side quests get incredibly weird in the best way possible. Plus, every choice you make actually changes the broken world around you. You want to be the wasteland savior? Go for it. It is top-tier exploration, hands down. No Man's Sky is arguably the greatest gaming comeback ever. Period. They had a rough launch, sure, but the developers kept grinding and turned it into an absolute masterpiece. Now, it is a practically infinite playground. You literally hop in your custom ship, blast off a planet without any loading screens, and warp to completely new star systems. You can build insane space stations, command massive freighter fleets, or just vibe out scanning goofy aliens nobody else has ever discovered. The sheer scale of this universe breaks my brain every time. Every single jump feels like a totally new episode of a sci-fi show. This is the ultimate sci-fi space exploration games ever. You already know Palworld had to be here. This game completely hijacked the internet, and honestly, it deserves the hype. It is like someone threw monster catching and hardcore survival crafting right into a blender. You are running around this huge map chucking spheres at these adorable little critters called pals. But here is the kicker. Instead of just fighting in gyms, you are putting them to work on assembly lines or literally handing them assault rifles to defend your base. It sounds so incredibly unhinged, and trust me, it really is. But the loop of upgrading your gear, catching tougher pals, and just surviving is way too addicting. We really need to talk about Death Stranding. I know people memed it as a glorified delivery simulator, but it is so much deeper. You are lugging packages across this broken, gorgeous, post-apocalyptic America while sneaking past these terrifying, invisible ghost things. Sounds weird, right? It is. But figuring out how to cross a raging river without ruining your cargo is weirdly zen and super satisfying. Plus, when you build a bridge and see that some random player in another game gave you a bunch of likes for it, best feeling ever. The story is absolute peak Kojima, trippy, beautiful, and totally unhinged. And with the sequel looking even crazier, now is the perfect time to give this incredibly unique sci-fi trip a chance today.
Heavier even than their owners' hearts. Alas.
We are landing on Cyberpunk 2077. Man, the comeback this game pulled off is absolutely legendary. After all the giant patches and that insane Phantom Liberty expansion, Night City is hands down the coolest, futuristic open world ever made. Period. Just walking around those rainy, neon-lit streets feels so insanely immersive. Trouble is literally waiting around every single corner. And the combat, so wildly fun. You can play as a stealthy netrunner frying brains through cameras, or just kick down doors with a massive shotgun. The story actually makes you care about these messy, beautiful characters. It is basically the ultimate sci-fi mercenary fantasy brought to life.